Hello, this is Taisa and Tyver with Jaunty Cat Graphics. And I'm currently over at Tyver's house. I just came over and we're going to be going through a sketchbook tour for my graphic novel. I just got a sketchbook, but it's only for concept art for my graphic novel, my comic. It's currently under the working title, The Primrose Plot, or the Primrose Comic. So, here we go. And also, when I say concept art, I mean concept art. This is mostly for information purposes, so that when I draw things, I can keep everything on model or so that it looks good together.
Okay, and here we go.
And yep, go ahead and go to a different page. I actually used a lot of blank pages here so I can give myself room. I don't think I designed a big city that much yet. No, I haven't touched that yet. There's a lot of concept art. But I'll think myself when I'm actually drawing a comic so I don't have to guess. What I don't want to happen is have to guess things in the middle of drawing comics.
What were you saying a few moments ago about not having to guess?
Yeah, so there's a lot of settings and characters and extras and everything, and I don't want to be, when I get to drawing my comic, to have to guess, oh no, what's the style of this, or what's the look of this, or have stuff not thought out, and then I have to slap it together so it might not match or look right. Now, the thing about this comic is, a lot of the world building is not stated out right. Characters allude to stuff, but I don't have any exposition done where everything is just laid out. It's more about the people's lives and interactions. So the costuming and props and everything has to do a lot of heavy lifting. So that's why I'm working so hard on the visuals to make sure everything matches. So you see on these pages I show mostly what people in the big cities wear. I started with the rich people since, you know, fashion is mostly driven by wealthy people, you know, like in real life, and then it'll trickle down to the less ostentatious versions for the lower classes. So I wanted to incorporate that. Yep, there's some samples of men's wear in different contexts and more working class characters.
Yeah, see, you even have the child's clothing here.
Yep. I specify all of that.
Child versus adult. Okay. Moving right along.
Alright, so this is the examples of the male characters in Primrose's hometown. It's still got that same costume structure of that early Victorian men's suit wear. It's got the jacket, shirt, pants, or knickerbockers. Well, this is more of later Victorian Edwardian in shape because of the shorter coats. But, yep, it's got more of that homemade look. Yep, it looks more utilitarian and homemade.
Okay, Taisha, please inform your people, your audience, as to what all of this is.
Okay, so this is the main character, Primrose. I did have a character design, and I've drawn her and shown her in our Instagram and on my Twitter, but I wanted to revisit her character, give her character design some shape so that she wouldn't look generic. I'm going to draw her over and over, and she's the main character, so I want to make sure she looks specific. Some of her designs are hits, some of them are misses. This character design here looks a lot like the original, but just to make sure I didn't go with the first good idea, I did play around with her character shapes a little bit. If you go up there, then her thumbnails are based off of triangles and circles because of how her character is portrayed. So I wanted to make sure I exhausted all of my ideas. And on the opposite page of the spread. I've got the character proportions and her facial features there, because I'm going to be drawing her thousands of times probably. Yeah, thousands of times. So I wanted to make sure I kept her own model.
Yeah, see, I noticed that you have her body type here because you want to make sure her body size is consistent. Because how old is the character? About 13?
Yeah, she's 13.
She's a 13-year-old girl. And,
Yeah.
you know, you don't want her to look too young or too old.
Yeah, and that's a tricky age to, make sure they don't look like grown-up people or like a little baby.
And you have her different expressions here. And
Yep, and I did use video and photo, mostly video references to get these facial expressions. I wanted to have some life to her. Same with those gestures over there. Notice she has that pointy body, with her limbs and everything all points, and her limbs are active. She's an energetic character. And I have a policy drawing Primrose. She should never look like she's still unless I'm drawing her asleep. She's a very active, energetic person. That's also why for her shape language on the other side I use triangles. She's supposed to be, bouncy, full of energy.
Okay.
Same as her facial expressions. Now, on this other page here, we have her parents. I think I have narrowed it down to her father, Clint Bannon. Some of those look a bit slouchy and don't hit the mark with his personality. So, I do like the shape of those rectangles there. It makes them look sturdy, strong, rigid. He's that type of character. He's sort of a stern father figure.
And the mom's over here.
Mm-hmm.
The mom character. Yeah, see, I was telling you the other day when I was looking through your sketchbook, Ray, this character design I kind of don't like because it looks like too much fabric.
Yeah, that's too bulky.
Yeah, she's a working class woman on the farm. She can't have that much fabric getting in the way.
Yeah, and the story's supposed to take place in the spring, so that makes no sense. If I made it fancier and she looked like she was wearing a fur stole, that would work. Or if she were wearing a bundle of fabric in a utility sense, it would work, but that's too bulky for Matilda.
Yeah, form, anytime you design a character, the form always needs to follow the function, but we are moving right along here.
And this is the last page that I've drawn anything on for the sketchbook. This is the main boy character, the main supporting character. I don't know if I should call him a deuteragonist. He does get his own story arc, so I think that's enough to classify him as his own character, And I gave him some gestures over here. Again, using video references to get the, the hand movements and the posture down. If you notice with his character, he doesn't have that energetic, bouncy, about to move type of thing going on. It's a contrast to Primrose's character. He's more reserved. He's less active. Some of his expressions are kind of, awkward, sort of fidgety, like he doesn't quite know what he's doing. So, yeah. And also because Ramsley and Primrose are drawn together a lot, then I did not want their silhouettes and body languages to look like the same character drawn over. Otherwise it would be redundant and I would only need the one character.
Alright, so
yep, pretty much that's it. And just let this be a lesson to my fellow artists to give things a lot of thought.
Okay, so what you just saw was some concept drawings and concept sketches of Taisa's graphic novel that she's been working on. She's already done the plot and the storyline. Everything's all written out. All the characters are all in there too. So she's going to be doing a lot more drawings, a lot more sketches, and things are definitely going to get more detailed as she progresses more. It's something she's working on herself. I don't even know all the character plot points and everything. I'm reading it just like everybody else is. So if this is something that you want to follow, we are going to be posting more here on YouTube, on our Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and all those things, which we're going to have linked below. So thank you for watching, and we look forward to speaking with y'all soon.